Have you ever achieved something you worked incredibly hard for, only to notice that certain people suddenly started acting differently? Maybe they stopped celebrating your wins. Maybe their compliments felt forced. Or maybe they became strangely distant the moment your life started improving. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Not everyone who smiles at your success is happy about it. In fact, some people secretly resent your success while pretending to support you. And the most surprising part? The signs are often subtle. In this video, we'll reveal 10 psychological signs that someone secretly resents your success. And the last one is often the biggest giveaway. Let's begin. 1. They downplay your achievements. Imagine sharing exciting news, a promotion, a new business, a major accomplishment, and instead of genuine excitement, they respond with something like, "Anyone could have done that. You're just lucky. It's not that big of a deal." Psychologically, this is called minimization. When someone feels threatened by your success, acknowledging your achievement would force them to confront their own insecurities. So instead, they reduce the value of what you've accomplished. Not because your success isn't impressive, but because admitting it would make them uncomfortable, and that's often where resentment begins. 2. They constantly compare themselves to you. Healthy people find inspiration in successful individuals. Resentful people turn everything into a competition. Suddenly, every conversation becomes about proving they're doing just as well or better. If you buy a house, they immediately mention someone who bought a bigger one. If you start a successful business, they remind everyone about another entrepreneur making more money. The comparison never ends. Why? Because your success has become a mirror, and every time they look into it, they're reminded of where they feel they fall short. 3. They give backhanded compliments. This is one of the most common signs. They'll say things that sound positive on the surface, but contain hidden criticism. For example, "Wow, I never thought you'd actually pull that off. You're lucky things worked out for you. I wish I had your opportunities." Notice what's happening. The compliment isn't really a compliment. It's an attempt to diminish the effort, skill, or discipline behind your success. Instead of acknowledging your hard work, they attribute your achievements to luck, privilege, or coincidence. And that subtle negativity often reveals deeper resentment. 4. They disappear during your best moments. Pay attention to who celebrates your wins. Some people are always present when you're struggling, but strangely absent when you're succeeding. They stop calling, stop texting, stop engaging. It's not always because they're busy. Sometimes your progress makes them uncomfortable. Seeing someone else grow can trigger feelings of inadequacy in people who haven't addressed their own goals and frustrations. As a result, they create distance, not from you, but from the emotions your success creates inside them. 5. They secretly enjoy your setbacks. This sign can be difficult to notice, because most people won't openly celebrate your failures. Instead, you'll see subtle clues. They seem unusually interested when something goes wrong. They ask for details. They bring it up repeatedly, or they appear strangely relieved. Psychologists call this schadenfreude, the tendency to experience satisfaction from another person's misfortune. When someone secretly resents your success, your setbacks can feel like proof that you're not actually ahead. And for them, that feels comforting. 6. They rarely support your goals. Think about the people who genuinely care about you. Even if they don't fully understand your dreams, they encourage your efforts. Resentful people do the opposite. They discourage, question, doubt, and criticize. Every new idea is met with skepticism. Every goal seems unrealistic. Every ambition sounds impossible. The reason isn't necessarily that they believe you'll fail. Sometimes they're afraid you'll succeed, because your success challenges the limitations they've accepted for themselves. 7. They turn conversations back to themselves. You share an achievement, and within seconds the conversation becomes about them. their experiences, their accomplishments, their problems, their story. Psychologically, this behavior often stems from a need to reclaim attention. Your success temporarily shifts the spotlight, and for someone who secretly resents your progress, that can feel threatening. So they redirect the focus back to themselves, not because they're interested in sharing, but because they're uncomfortable seeing you shine. 8. They criticize you more than before. Have you noticed that some people become increasingly critical after you succeed? Suddenly they find flaws in everything. Your decisions, your personality, your appearance, your lifestyle. The timing matters. They weren't nearly as critical before. That's because success changes relationship dynamics, and for some people, criticism becomes a way to restore balance. If they can convince themselves you're flawed, your success feels less intimidating. 9. They never seem truly happy for you. Genuine happiness is difficult to fake. You can often see it in someone's eyes, their voice, their energy, their reaction. When people truly care about you, your success feels like good news to them. But resentful individuals often struggle to display authentic excitement. Their congratulations feel forced. Their enthusiasm seems rehearsed. Their reactions feel emotionally disconnected, and while they may say the right words, something about it feels off. Trust that instinct. 10. They change when other people praise you. This is often the biggest and most revealing sign of all. Pay close attention to how someone reacts when other people recognize your accomplishments. Maybe a co-worker compliments your work during a meeting, a friend praises your dedication, a family member talks about something you've achieved. Or perhaps someone publicly acknowledges your success in front of others. Most supportive people naturally join in. They smile, celebrate with you, and genuinely seem happy that your efforts are being recognized. But someone who secretly resents your success often reacts very differently. Instead of participating in the positive moment, they suddenly become quiet. Their energy changes. They avoid eye contact. They look uncomfortable. Sometimes they immediately change the subject. Other times they make a dismissive comment like, "It's not that impressive," or "Anyone could have done that." In some cases, they may even respond with sarcasm or subtle criticism disguised as humor. At first, these reactions may seem insignificant, but psychologically, they can reveal something much deeper. You see, private success is one thing. A resentful person can often convince themselves that your achievements don't really matter. They can tell themselves that you were simply lucky, or that your success isn't as meaningful as it appears. But public recognition is different. When other people openly praise you, it becomes harder for them to dismiss what you've accomplished. The attention you're receiving serves as social proof that others see value in your efforts. And that's where the discomfort begins. Your success is no longer just your opinion, it's being validated by people around you. For someone secretly struggling with envy, insecurity, or resentment, that validation can feel threatening. It reminds them of what they haven't achieved, what they feel they're missing, or where they believe they fall short. And that's why their behavior changes the moment others start celebrating you. Sometimes the strongest sign of hidden resentment isn't how someone treats your success in private. It's how they react when the whole room starts applauding it. So let's recap. Someone may secretly resent your success if they downplay your achievements, constantly compare themselves to you, give backhanded compliments, disappear during your best moments, secretly enjoy your setbacks, rarely support your goals, turn conversations back to themselves, criticize you more than before, never seem genuinely happy for you, and change when others praise you. Remember, your success doesn't create resentment, it reveals it. People who are secure in themselves can celebrate the achievements of others. They don't feel threatened by someone else's progress. They feel inspired by it. So don't shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Don't hide your accomplishments, and don't apologize for growing. The right people won't resent your success. They'll cheer for it. Because true friends don't compete with your wins. They celebrate them. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more psychology insights. and let me know in the comments. Have you ever noticed any of these signs in someone you know? Until next time, keep growing and keep paying attention to human nature.